Hello, everybody. Welcome to week 2. We're moving now. We're moving really quickly, and I'm encouraged to see that so early in the semester or so early in the week, a lot of you are already right into the discussion boards, and you're starting to turn in assignments, which is great. I know it's not easy to be an online student. Usually, that means you're an online student because you're working full time or part time, or you have kids at home, and so I understand how you probably have a lot of balls in the air, so to speak, juggling a lot of different things. So I appreciate the work that you're doing thus far, and you're trying to get stuff done early. That's always a good thing. So what is it that we're talking about this week? Well, we're getting into the Microsoft Office suite, and there's 4 applications that we focus on this semester: Outlook, Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. So this week is the week we start with Outlook. And so Outlook is Microsoft's email platform. Most of you probably use in your own life, you use Hotmail or you use Yahoo or you use Gmail. So what we're doing is, because this is your school one, you have this as part of your tuition. You have an Outlook account. Basically, you can access it from Blackboard if you didn't already know. We want you to be familiarized with this as well. This is also the kind of program or application you'll be using. You're more likely to use this for emails, work-related emails on the job, much more than if you had a Yahoo account or something. So we want you to really kind of understand it and get to know it and familiarize yourself with it. What we're trying to do, though, is draw this distinction between Microsoft Office 2016 and Office 365. And I can tell that that's already caused a couple of questions. There's a little bit of confusion. So let's just do a quick rundown. Microsoft, the company that puts out Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, has now 2 versions. The one that we've known for forever, it seems like, is what you can actually download onto your computer. And you can put the icons on your taskbar. This is kind of how we've been used to the Microsoft products over the years. This is Microsoft Office 2016. You can go on the website, Microsoft's website, and you can download the newest version, 2016, onto your computer, and you can use Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, among others, based from your computer itself. That is 2016. 365 is Microsoft's cloud-based version of Office. Cloud-based. Now, that doesn't mean it's out there like in the clouds or in the ether or something like that. It means that it resides on the internet. And by that, what we mean is basically it's residing on Microsoft's computers. Okay? So it's nothing. 365 is cloud-based in that you don't have to download anything onto your device. You log in via the internet, you get into your browser, you go into Outlook, and you can access your OneDrive account, which is your storage, or Word, Excel, PowerPoint in 365. And so that is the cloud-based version. So 2016 is not cloud-based. This is what you can download onto your computer. 365 is cloud-based, all right? So this is something that's virtual. It's online-based. It's on the internet. And that means that you're not really loading anything or downloading anything onto your computer. I mean, you can, and like for me, I have a shortcut on my computer where everything I do, I can actually save into the cloud, but that's something different. For kind of practical reasons, we just kind of talk about the differences between 2016 and 365. And that's probably, I think, the easiest way to handle it, is say that this is 365 is cloud-based. It's internet-based. It's not something that it's saved in the cloud, if you will. It's saved online, as opposed to 2016, which is stuff that can be saved onto your computer, onto your hard drive. You can access it from your desktop or your taskbar, something like that. So that's the difference. So you've been getting into that a little bit, talking about Outlook. Keep doing that. Another thing to consider when you're doing these discussion boards is compare and contrast Outlook to the other email platforms that you're used to. That's another thing to kind of consider. But so far, I like what I see in those discussion posts. A couple of students have been asking questions. They've been worried about falling behind, or they're confused about certain things, which I completely understand. Contact me, contact Renee at any time. Send us emails. Go check our office hours, and ask us any kinds of questions. Somebody brought up, though, what about group study groups or something like that? That's a great idea. It's a fantastic idea. Now, that's something that we usually leave to the students. What you can do, though, is you can go into what's called the Student Cafe in Blackboard. It's one of the on the left-hand side on the taskbar. And that's basically just for you guys. You can go in there, you can talk to other students, I encourage you to do that. And if you are really interested in doing like student groups, not just for this class, but for any of your classes, really consider using the Student Cafe, getting to know your classmates, and bouncing ideas off each other, sharing concerns, maybe working together on certain things that you maybe have some questions on or something like that. So I highly, highly recommend doing that. But normally that's something that we leave to the students to kind of negotiate and facilitate on their own. But the Student Cafe is built for that kind of stuff. So please check that out. This week you do have a couple of assignments. You got the discussion board, but you also have a hardware assessment, which is a short quiz, and then you have the information management system assessment. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, and that's what I sent to you via email. I sent you an email where you're supposed to compare and contrast Outlook in 2016 and in 365, and you reply to that, and you send me your reply as per the instructions. So a number of you have already been sending that in, which is great. So if you've gotten this email and you're like, what the heck is this? That's what it's based on, those instructions in the activities folder. If you have questions, obviously, send me an email. If you kind of think, well, I don't know if I have that email, check through your emails, see if there was one sent to me that's kind of to that point, or sent from me that's kind of to that point, and then just respond to that, following the instructions as well. But that's one of the assignments you definitely want to finish this week as well. Other than that, as always, just contact me, contact Renee. Any questions you have, please reach out, and we'll do our best to help you out. Thanks, folks.